Caution, man, this ain't the first take. We ain't drink champs, so no nightcaps in the first place. Keep your bar stool, Dre and Dolly up and at 'em. This ain't the odd couple. But on the double, they get at 'em from the hood. Call your own files, but only if you bleeding. Climbing chimneys for all the smoke. This coming this evening. That's just a couple shows that my thoughts competing with. We go back like the hairline on Stephen Smith.
What up, what up, what up, what up, though?
What up, though?
What up, though?
It's your boy Dre Hardy.
Your man Dolomite.
Franciscus Mills.
Here to give you that hood perspective, baby.
Straight from the hood where it's good, and we always keep it understood.
Straight up.
Yes, sir. How you brothers feeling, man?
All right, baby. How about you?
Oh, I'm good after I done warmed up. It was been cold last few days.
Man.
Yeah, like we in Michigan or something.
Man.
All right. I think they were down in New Orleans, but they was in Michigan.
Oh,
10
yeah,
inches
10
of
inches
snow.
of
That's
snow.
ridiculous.
Ooh-wee, everybody, hey, look at that. California on fire, we freezing, and the South is under snow.
Man.
Boy, y'all better get y'all lives
Hey,
together.
my cousin them down there like, man, y'all brought this down here. No, bro.
We ain't even make it.
Yeah, we ain't even getting nothing. All
Right. Y'all got more snow than us.
That's what, hey, man, like I say, hey, y'all better get y'all lives together.
Talking about they loving it down there. Hey, we don't
Yeah,
love
because
it.
they ain't got to work.
Right, we don't love
See,
it
we
up
got to
there.
work.
Right, they shut the whole city down there. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, the whole South Florida.
Yeah, Florida, they got
Alabama.
what, 8 inches down in Florida?
Yeah, Mississippi.
Hey, Rich, how you liking Jacksonville now?
Ain't no beach open today, buddy.
Well, they showed them out there with their coats on looking at the water like.
Ain't even got a coat.
Right.
Rich ain't even got a coat no more. Hey, man, let's jump right into it, though, man.
I got these birthday shout outs. We got John Alexander, happy birthday.
John.
Salute. We got Eric Murray, happy
birthday, Eric.
Salute. We got Dean Fournier, happy
birthday, Dean.
Salute. We got Lance Smith, happy
birthday, Lance.
Salute. We got Deborah Gardner, happy
birthday, Deborah.
Salute. We got Christopher Lundy, happy
birthday,
Chris.
D-Lord.
We got Deborah Robb, happy
birthday, Deborah.
Salute. We got Anthony Drummer, happy
birthday, Ant.
Salute. We got DeGarian Witten, happy
birthday, DeGarian.
Then we got my aunt Ernestine Wilson, Auntie, happy
birthday, Auntie.
Rest in peace. Salute. We got Bo Wink yesterday, happy birthday.
Birthday, Bo.
Salute.
Happy
Rest in peace.
birthday, sir.
Right.
Yeah, hey, man, God bless each and every one of y'all, man. We praying, we give y'all, we're already counting next year as a blessing. We're going to be right here again saying the same thing. Y'all be prosperous and enjoy it.
That's right. Straight up.
Hey, man, I know y'all done heard Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen say if he was drafted somewhere else, he would have still won 6 rings.
What's Scottie
Not
smoke?
Mike.
Bruh.
He smoking some of that good weed, some of that weed, that Gorilla Glue.
Man.
But what do y'all think? Well, that's what I think of it too. But I'm like, what can you be thinking about to fix your mouth to, almost like nobody else watched basketball but Scottie and said that he was the reason they won the 6 rings.
It was a reason he always been Robin to Batman, you know?
Yeah, because when
That's his role.
Because when it was younger and it got hectic, he got a migraine.
Bam! You know, that was it.
He ain't want no positive Pistons, did he?
Right.
Head hurt.
Right.
I mean, he was good enough to win 6 rings, but to say that he would have won 6 rings, that he brought enough talent to a team himself.
He had 2 years in the middle.
I don't understand. Maybe he's getting paid to say that. Maybe he's got he's promoting. Maybe he's got a book coming out.
I thought that was the last. Yeah, when he started the last time, he had that book.
Yeah,
So maybe he got something happening. Maybe he's doing a barbecue
yeah,
sauce or something.
something. What's up, Scotty?
But that's the same as your boy what's the name that play for the Mavs now?
Which one, Kyrie?
Kyrie said that he wanted to be on his own without LeBron.
Yeah.
And you never ever carried a team. He went to the.
He learned.
Yeah, he went to the Boston Celtics. Them boys ran him up out of there. Man, get on about your business.
He made
man.
us worse.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so I'm saying to this point, you always have Batman and you got a Robin. There's no one man that can win that like that. You know what I mean?
It's like you get down to the point where everybody plays their role. Scotty had a role.
He did.
Exactly.
You know, Jordan needed somebody to lock up Magic.
A wingman.
Right.
You know, somebody 6'9" that can play defense, that can slide speed. He needed somebody that can rebound.
Right. I think
know?
they needed each other. Jordan didn't win anything without him, and Scotty clearly didn't win anything without Jordan.
Right.
So they needed each other. But the dynamic I find interesting is why does it have to be, I mean, especially with black athletes, really, why does it has to be a competition?
Yeah.
Right? Why do I...
Comparison by everybody.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't understand that part. You know, they say life by comparison is death. You know, like, what are you talking about, Scotty? Just, I mean, you're one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Just embrace it.
Right, you top 75.
That's like
Right.
the
Oh,
Pistons.
yeah, definitely.
That's like the Pistons. Chauncey Billups them team, Joe Dumars and Isaiah them team. Everybody was role
Everybody
players.
had their role. Yeah.
Everybody with no superstar on your team.
Right.
You know, even though we
Who
had
had Isaiah?
superstars,
Isaiah was a superstar.
Yeah, you had to, just like
But
Cade.
everybody played their role. You're exactly
Just
right.
like Cade this year.
Yeah.
He's a superstar, but everybody's playing it. We don't have one superstar on that team.
Right.
But he's an all-star. Don't get me
No
wrong.
doubt. He's probably,
Right.
probably top five in NBA now. But I like to say about Detroit basketball, one thing we don't do is compare the era in the 90s to
To
Ben Wallace
04 and them, right.
Right. So I think that's, you know,
You hear a couple of people talking about, who would you rather have, Rodman or Ben? I'm like,
They both.
What are you talking about?
right,
Here.
where
So
this come
what-
up?
They
Yeah,
both
right.
is here, so I mean, there's no.
Right.
I
What-
mean,
what are you
can't
trying to
compare
do
them.
here?
Robin balled out, Ben Wallace balled out.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's just different, you know, because, yeah, Scotty, man, I don't know what's going on with you. I know you and Mike fell out, you know, and I know your heart is hurting. Mike didn't have dinner with you and all that kind of stuff, but
I mean,
Bruh.
including Mike's son.
yeah, I know,
Right. So, I mean,
yeah,
you got a lot.
Back in his ex-wife.
You got a lot to work with. There,
I
so-
know that had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is your man, and then your man's. Come on, man. That's a lot, Scotty. You know what? Scotty probably.
He want that sock in the lock for Mike.
He probably could have won 6 rings.
Lawson went from babysitting the kid to babysitting the kids.
Imagine that mental journey.
Let me babysit him.
Changing diapers.
Scotty, go on out with Mike. I'm gonna babysit the kid.
Come on, man. Come on, Scott. I mean, you know what? Scotty does have a point, man.
I love Scotty, man.
too, man.
I love his game.
Right.
But to say that you were the reason is hard,
He
man.
was a cog in the wheel, man.
Right,
they
you was
needed
a
each
role.
other.
You
Right.
played your role and played it well.
Yeah, they needed each other.
Yeah. But to say that you would have won without Mike, that's
Nah.
I don't know another person that would agree with you.
Right.
I mean,
and to say that Mike would have won without him.
Right.
Right? I think it goes together. And like I said, they needed each other. Clearly Mike couldn't win without him.
right. It's a team game, man.
Right.
And you cannot say Mike would have did it by himself because
Right.
he had
Because he
plenty
did.
opportunity to do it.
Right.
And you can't say Pippen would have did it by himself because he had opportunity to do it.
We seen when he came back with the 4-5.
Yeah, he looked 4'5"
Right.
till he got back in shape. But yeah, I mean, Pip, love you, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you on,
Yeah.
bro.
Relax, Scotty. Relax.
Hey, I got something, man. Pistons, man. They got the number 6 spot, baby. That's up for the baby right there.
You know, they just beat us. They beat the number 2 team in the West in
Yes.
Houston the other night.
Yes.
Then they hammered Atlanta last night.
Ain't no doubt. And they ended up with Cade ended up with a double-double, 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. Your man Durham,
Balled out.
14 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks.
Ball
Man,
out.
let's ball up.
Like I say, man, Cade, I called and voted for you. We got to get this kid in the All-Star game. He's an All-Star.
Sir.
Oh, no
He's an
doubt.
all-star all day.
Let me ask
He's
you
one
this,
of the
though,
top
Dre.
24.
I know, Dre, this is your niche, right? This is you know basketball because you call this from, what was the coach last year?
Monty Williams.
Skeeter White look alike,
Right.
and we need him. No.
Right. And it seems like you have the pulse, so what do you think is next? I mean, do you think this is a playoff team? Do you think this is a play-in team? I mean, what do you think the ceiling is for this Pistons team?
It's what we were just talking about.
Do you think they peaked?
No, this kid got room to grow. He's just scratching what he can be, and it comes from coach. He said Bernie came in, but hey, what I need you to do is what you see Shea doing. You know, I need you to take over. Don't come in being nice. Don't be trying to fit in. I need you to be the lead dog. And hey, the kid is showing that he's a lead dog.
He belongs.
Yeah, he's not a role player. He's a lead dog.
So you say first round, in East Finals. I mean, what do you see? Where do you see us going?
I'm gonna take it slow this
Right.
year.
Well, what I'm saying, I understand. What I'm saying is, I mean, I've seen what you talk about transpire on the court. Right. So, I mean, we have a listening ear. So, okay, I understand playing this slow. I understand.
But right now,
But we going playoff.
Right now, we're in the number 6 spot. We jumped from the number 8 spot, then we dropped out of the 8th spot, and now we're in the 6th spot. We're in the 6th spot, and that's a playoff spot. That's not a
Earlier,
Do
we
you
started, we
think
was
Jimmy
in the
Butler
11th spot.
would be a good landing spot for? I mean, the Pistons would be a good landing spot for Jimmy Butler.
I don't think so. I love Jimmy. I love Jimmy Game. But Jimmy is a leader. And
Okay.
yeah, I can see him butting heads with Cade.
Okay. Well, he needs to stay where he at.
Yeah,
But that's the
Jimmy is a
same-
leader.
That's the same thing I thought up at the Timberwolves. I thought Edwards and what's the name of bump heads from the New York Knicks,
Cat.
Randolph.
Oh, Randolph. It's been a little iffy, but it's Edwards' team.
Of
Right.
course.
Randall, you got to come in and fit in. And if you're not used to being,
A role player.
there you go. If you're not used to playing a role, it's gonna be kind of bumpy.
Yeah.
You come in, you was just a dog over there in New York till you got hurt. Then Jalen took over and they didn't need you no more.
Bronson, he turned it on.
Yeah, so it's kind of,
They came back and won by 2 points last night.
but they didn't beat the Pistons.
You right.
But yeah, I think Jimmy suspended again. Pat Riley's no joke. I mean, you gotta know who you fighting.
Right.
Riley's an old school.
That's right.
Hey, you got a contract.
That's right.
That's what you do. You play the contract out.
Honor it.
Right. He came from LA. He was with
Yeah.
the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think Jimmy Butler really understands what he's dealing with.
Nah, just because you upset and you want out, that don't mean you get out.
That's right.
LeBron gave y'all the blueprint. LeBron said sign short deals. If you're not happy, get out of there.
That's right.
That's right.
And keep your negotiating power. He said keep it. I mean, and the blueprint was laid. But y'all want to go out there and sign these long deals and then don't want to live them out. It gets ugly.
Okay, so let's talk about how ugly it can get, because he's under contract for what, $52.4 million this year. We're about halfway through the season, so he's just doing the math. They probably got to owe him another $27 million. He's already lost $3 million with these 9 games here that he's out. Do you think he's going to sit $25 million out?
That's up to Pat. Yeah, he came back and was acting up, and Pat sat him again.
Well, I obviously he's doing this on purpose.
But he came back and showed them this what y'all missing. Because he balled out. He
Yeah, he
did
did.
30 points, something like
And
that.
then want to rattle the cage, so
But he kicked the fence.
yeah,
So is he suspended now?
yeah,
So he's $3 million in the hole.
yeah, and
So
about to go further in the hole.
Right. Obviously, he's coming back. He don't want to be there. So, do you think he's going to come back and stay, or do you think he's going to just?
I don't think he's gonna mess up all his money. $3 million, he probably looking at that ain't much. But we look at it like
Run that.
$3 million.
Cut the check.
I wouldn't miss a day. I'll see you on game day.
But yeah, I think Jimmy it would serve him to come back and just play the contract out. If they trade, hey, let it be known, hey, I want to be out. If it happens, it happens. If it don't. But I'm going to play and get my money.
Yes, sir.
Right. So he has his player option in the summer, right? So he can opt out. Where do you think he goes this summer?
Well, the Stars don't play in the summer league.
No, just saying where he's going next year.
Because he can opt out his contract.
I wouldn't opt out my contract. I get all of my money. Give me all. Cut the check.
Right. Well, clearly he wants out, though. Clearly he wants out. I don't think he's going to be in Miami next year.
No.
But I'm saying, you know, the sun. Well, they ain't Sunshine State. No, they got snow.
They wasn't used to that.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, and at this point in your career, you want to play with a contender. It's only a few teams out there that you want to play for.
Right. Would you think LA's a fit?
I said contender.
LA won last night, but LA been getting their butts handed to them.
I'm talking about OKC, Boston, right now the Knicks, Detroit if they'll take you.
I don't think stay where he's.
Yeah. That's why I say if they'll take you.
Right.
He might put him over the top like Rashid. I'm serious,
Nah, man. No.
I'm serious.
Rashid was his character.
Yeah, Rasheed was
Man,
there.
Rashid got so many technical fouls.
That's
but we needed that.
We needed that. Right.
We needed
Straight up.
that. We needed that dog out there. He was
That's
that
right.
dog.
What about this dunk that your boy Ja Morant did the other night?
Which one, man?
Right.
He did it
you
on
talking about
NBA.
yeah. I mean,
Then he did the one last night, the Dominique dunk.
the boy, hey, Ja puts on a show.
He does.
He told me he wasn't gonna dunk no more, man.
And you know, had my nephew down there laying the ball up. I said, what are you doing? He said, man, if you don't dunk that ball. Barry got on him too. Barry said, don't you listen to the announcement. The next game, Ja out there dunking. Man, come on now. That's what got you there. You can't get there and change.
Right.
But Ja's amazing, man. I love to see that kid play. He's one of them high risers, him, Ant. You know, I love them cats around 6'3" to 6'6" that can get up there and put it on, don't matter, don't care who's under the rim.
But you know what though, man? You can tell the difference in the game. In my mind, I said this game has really changed when he dunked on Wembley. I was like, man, there's no way this happens in the '90s. That does not happen. He would have got spilled.
On a 7 foot,
He would have got
7'3",
7'4".
Wembyama.
He would have got spilled. There's no way this guy. Man, think about if Wembley had Rick Mahorn's mentality and he was going.
Dre don't laugh at you anytime you say it, because he laughed at me until I got it right.
2 hours later.
Let's call it Wemby.
Wemby, yeah, Wemby.
He said, Wembley.
Wemby, okay. Wemby, I apologize when you get dunked on like that.
Now, who did the Rockets beat the other night? That's a playoff team right now.
It wasn't us.
As we proceed,
Who did the Rockets beat?
They beat somebody good, man.
Well, the Rockets are good. The Rockets are number 2 in the West.
Yeah,
But we tore Atlanta up.
we beat the Rockets.
Yeah. Now, Jokovic,
The Joker.
man, they tore the frame out of whoever last night.
Who they play? I watched some of that game. I won some money on that game.
They beat them 144 to 90.
Yeah.
Oh man, wait a minute.
And,
Boy,
you know, the NBA is so different now.
was that the 76ers? Right?
76ers, there you go, because Maxey was out there.
Maxey did this thing.
Yeah, PG, they got him playing center. That ain't gonna work.
I like Maxey, man. I've been liking
Maxey a
since
ball
he came
player,
to the
man.
league,
Maxey the one called out Joel.
Yeah.
Like say, hey man, quit coming late to everything.
That's right.
Right. Last year,
Yeah, that's right.
That was this year.
Yeah, that's right.
That was this year. Yeah, we talked about that previously.
Yeah.
Stop you can't come late, come on time to something.
But I still like, and I gotta retract my statements that I made against Joel. Man, sit out if that's what you got to do. To
Yeah,
get
if you hurt,
yourself
you hurt.
Right, man.
Yeah.
Because I mean, use the dominant figure, dominant big man. Get well, bro.
Get right, get right.
Well, the thing of it is about Joel is, to me, initially, I didn't really believe he was hurt. Right? So it's like he's always hurt.
That's what I told you.
Right, and then, because you look at his size and how big he
That's
is,
the
like,
problem.
he can't
Dog,
be
you
hurt
touch
like
him like this, he
Right,
all
right,
over the
exactly.
court.
Exactly. Right,
You know, like, chill out.
right. So if the injuries are real, bro, take your time and come back.
But yeah, his size is the problem. I mean, on them knees, you that tall,
And
that big on your knees. I don't care. I mean, Yao Ming. I mean, you can. So Rick Smits, Ilgauskas. After you get a certain height and
I
size,
salute, what's the name down in New Orleans? The brother's slender now.
oh Zion,
Zion came
yeah.
back slender.
he's slender than what he was. He ain't slender yet.
Not by.
Man,
But keep
he
your
ain't got no
advantage.
stomach, no legs, and
Yeah,
nothing.
keep your advantage. Don't get too
That's
thin.
gonna help him in the long run.
Yeah. Longevity of career. You know, when you're shedding them pounds.
They told Barkley that.
Yeah, and Zion. I mean, when the kid's on the court, he's amazing.
And he can still jump out the gym.
Yeah, we just got to keep him on the court. I thought he was going to be that next superstar, taking the torch from LeBron. When he was in high school, when I was watching him, I'm like, that's the next one.
Right.
Duke. And it's been a little disheartening that he can't stay on the floor, because of injuries. But yeah, if he managed to stay healthy when the kid's on the court, he's amazing. I love to watch him.
Me too.
Yeah, because your man Moses Malone told Barkley,
Yeah.
man, dig.
You're fat and you're lazy.
Yeah,
You
it's
see
lazy.
LP when he got to college, he wanted to play longer. LP shed that little baby weight.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, you got to shed that little baby weight. You got to get out there and run up and down the court all them games.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight to carry up and down that floor.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we lost both our coordinators for the Lions, man.
Man, hey, we knew it was coming,
Yeah,
but not to the
Jets and the Bears.
Bears, man. That's our division rival, man. And I gotta play the violin once again.
Well, leave
You
it.
see how Ron told him, oh, we gonna kick y'all butt.
Oh yeah.
But he came back and said, yeah, and we gonna kick y'all butt.
Right. That's what Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson said, I can't wait to play the Lions.
But hey, see, my thing when I think about Ben Johnson this year, I think about Mike Martz. How he had the Rams flying so high.
Yeah.
That cat came here to Detroit.
Didn't do that.
Man, we was trying to run Martz out of here. We
Get
was
him
like,
outta
man,
here."
get this non-working
Right.
play calling guy out of here.
Now, my thing-
It comes down to the players.
My thing is, who are we gonna replace him with that's gonna be just
Innovative.
good?
Wait a minute. Come on now. Ben Johnson was serviceable at best.
Ben Johnson was good.
I thought he did.
Why didn't we go to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row?
Like I said,
Now, he did flip it down in the playoffs. but-
Okay,
Nah,
right.
that-
Okay,
that's what I said.
that's the only time, man.
that's
Come
what
on,
I said
man.
the last time.
Let's relax on
he
Ben
might
Johnson.
have he might have did them trick plays just to be like, well,
But I tell y'all, one play I've been watching football since I was wee high to a cricket. This cat, when he pitched it to Montgomery's running and he shovel passed it to St. Brown.
Up the middle.
I've never seen that play
I've
before
never
in my
seen
life.
that combination.
well,
either.
that's a double reverse.
No.
No.
They're running the same way.
was a
He
lateral?
brought the end up against Montgomery. Montgomery said, ha.
Right. It was a lateral and a forward pass all in the same play. Now, Ben Johnson, I mean, overall, I think he's very serviceable, but when pressure situations come arise, he crumbles. I'm happy he's going to the Bears. As long as he take that play calling with him over there,
Okay,
we're
now-
going to be good.
Now answer this to me for me, Mo. Who will we bring in that's going to be more serviceable than him?
Well, you know, Brad Holmes is making those decisions. I'm not even worried
He'll
about
bring-
that.
say, yeah, he gonna
I
find
think,
something. I trust him.
Right, I trust him. I really do. Brad Holmes is going to, whoever it is going to be better. I'll tell you what. He's going to get a guy that would run Gibbs in the second half against San Francisco.
In the playoffs.
And he would run the ball 3rd and 2.
Third and
And you-
one.
inside in the red zone. So Ben
He ain't gonna
Johnson,
outsmart himself.
right, you not smart himself. What you watching? And I keep touching on this: the brilliance of Brad Holmes. He's the one that set
Brad
the
is the
table.
one put it everything
Ben
together.
Johnson, do you think he could have selected those players?
No, and that's why I said earlier, you go to Chicago, but you got to have the players to do this stuff that you was doing.
Right. So he priced. Well, you know, hey, it is what it is.
AG, I would have went to the Saints. I wouldn't have went to the Jets.
He got a man that painted his fingernails.
Talk about Ben. Yeah, Ben got a pretty boy now. He got an arrogant one too. You know, he's a little arrogant. So it's gonna be hard.
Earlier this,
No, you said he can't play.
I said,
The kid can play.
I said, he all right.
But if you look at him and Daniel's numbers, they was identical all year.
Well, now you're talking about
Right.
you're talking about the tangibles.
Right, that's why I said he can play.
He can play. He can play the tangibles, but his intangibles
Right.
they need to be improved. We all can improve.
Right, he need to work
We
on it.
need to work on that.
And Ben gonna have his hands full with that kid.
Well, you know what? I think.
He should have went down to Dallas, man.
Right.
That's what.
Dallas, he had 4 jobs. He was the lead candidate for 4 jobs.
No. I'm talking about the quarterback.
Oh, Caleb. Down in Dallas?
Yeah. Jerry Jones, baby. Jerry Jones would have loved that.
Yeah, Diddy would have had him right.
Come put your hands on me. Put your hands on me.
Let me see what that Johnson look like.
Right.
Oh, I just cool.
I'll never let you live it down, Diddy. Diddy Jones, that is.
Hey.
But yeah, Mo, I'm with you on that bit that Brad is going to find a replacement.
He's probably happy he's gone.
Our defensive
You know,
coordinator
you
gone.
never know what happens in those closed
Our
doors
defensive
meetings.
coordinator gone.
Well, I mean,
I hope they go after Rob Saleh.
okay.
That's what I heard. That's
Okay.
what I heard. That's what I heard. Bring him home.
Right, I hope so.
Oh, what about Washington's defensive coordinator?
The brother.
Right.
Yeah.
Anthony. Well, you got to think about it. Now, we always
He came from the Chiefs, right?
I think, no, he was the head coach of San Diego.
Right,
Okay,
right,
okay,
right.
Right. Now, we talk about how Jared Goff threw interceptions. Okay, that's fine. But it was the Commanders that was picking him off. That was a brilliant game plan that he came up with to stop the Commanders on all levels. The run game.
Stop the line.
Right. Not only was it a physical game that he masterminded, mentally, he got with Ben Johnson. Because what makes you not run the ball on 3rd and 2? Do you think that it was a beautiful game of chess?
When Gibbs are racking off 15 to 10 yards a carry.
Right. So the question to me was, why didn't you just run the ball? Because was he that much ahead of you in the game, in his strategy, in his scheme, to make you believe
At this
that
time, they wouldn't even lead us by that much.
No, I'm not even talking about the score. I'm just talking about what was going on in the game. What was going on in your mind on the couch when you're watching that game? Why didn't he run the ball?
Run the ball. That's what I was thinking.
We was running the ball excellent the whole game.
Yeah.
Right, but
Man.
right. So why didn't he run? I think.
I mean, the same thing happened to Lamar now. Run the ball.
Man, that was something totally different, bro. Like
Yeah.
they didn't even run their game plan. They didn't even run, like you said, RPOs. Like,
Yeah,
what's
run
going
the
on?
ball. Y'all ran y'all way all the way this far, and then all of a sudden y'all want to pass. Every year they do the same thing.
But you also know that Momo went with the Redskins. Well, not the Commanders. You know, and I had to ask him the last time. I say, Momo.
Well, that's where his loyalty at. He's supposed to. If he wouldn't, I would have had a problem with him.
Still, man, for the first time, the Lions making it, man.
Hey, man. Hey.
That's cool, but hey, I gotta go.
It's gonna be even harder next year for us to do it, man.
Yeah, oh, it's gonna be very hard.
Yeah, because
the schedule.
they looking for us. We got the #1 schedule now. But I got faith in Brad. I think Brad's gonna put another one out there, and I think we're gonna be all right.
Right. In Brad, we trust.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He already done had me shut up from the first draft. I still love Jalen Carter though, boy.
Oh yeah.
Man, that dude is a beast.
Right. You put him with.
He got mad
Hutch.
because he got Gibbs.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, hey, man.
Hey,
Well, I'm a defensive kind of guy.
Me too.
Gibbs was a guy you could not pass up.
But that's
I feel the same way about Carter.
At the 11th round pick, and he's still on the board, Get that guy.
It was genius. Because in my mind, I was going with the cat. What's his name? Carter?
Yeah, Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter. Because I was like, oh man, we need a D lineman.
Yes.
Put him with Hutch.
Yes. That's gonna free Hutch up to
Right.
do so much.
But when I saw Gibbs' highlights, I was like, all right, we know we can work with that because we needed that running game. And for him to come in and perform the way that he did,
Yeah,
I think
he
it was
brought over
brilliant.
Montgomery,
He made
too.
the right move.
And like I still stick to my guns on this.
But did he?
I say Gibbs.
Jalen still playing.
But he, okay,
Gibbs is better than
give him a week.
and Saquon Barkley to me. He's faster.
You brought that up too. I was like, oh
He's
no,
strong,
I love.
I think.
It's a different game. I don't know if it. Like I said, you would say he's strong. I don't think so because
Gibbs is strong. That brother. is
yeah,
strong.
I'm not saying he's not strong, but Saquon,
Well, you got this.
Saquon a different guy,
He
man.
is. They both have their strong suits.
Right, they're different.
They're
Different kind of
different.
bike.
They're different because obviously to me Gibbs is faster, right? But Saquon is a little bit more elusive. Is that because he has to be? Because Sonic get it, he's gone.
Right. Sonic get it. He's already in the defensive backfield.
Well, that's because of the offensive line.
Yeah, Saquon been doing that too.
Yes. So
I mean, but
2,000 yards ain't no joke.
If Gibbs
Only 9
was
players.
the every down back this year, he would have had 2,000.
oh, no doubt, no doubt,
Or more.
no doubt, no doubt.
Well, not more than 2,000.
He would have got
He would probably
2,000
got about
yards.
2,200
If
yards.
he was the Bell Cow exclusive back, we'd be here talking about the NFC Championship game because I mean, there's so many mouths to feed on that offense, and I don't think they're an egotistical team where I want the ball. There's no divas out there, but I think again, to me, it was a waste of riches with Ben Johnson because he had so much.
And
He had so much.
Why?
And I think that backfield was a perfect marriage
Yeah.
between
Sonic and
Montgomery and
Right,
yeah.
exactly. So now you got how many carries do you give Sonic? How many carries do you give Knuckles? How many times you throw St. Brown the ball? Right, how many times
on
you
that J-Mo
right.
throw the ball in the stuff?
So I think
Hopefully no more.
Jared Goff overthrows J-Mo. Clear touchdown. Clear touchdown.
That was one I didn't blame golf because I'm like, throw it as hard as you can.
Right.
He been underthrowing him really, so
Yeah,
since he
no
been
doubt.
here. So throw it as hard as you can. He been running under everything else.
Right.
Now, back to
So I
Stafford.
couldn't fault him on that.
Stafford would have finessed that ball to him.
Oh, no doubt.
Stafford is a downfield thrower.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
And the short, I mean, dog, when he had what's
Tate
it? Golden
was
Tate
good.
was the same person as Amon-Ra St. Brown.
No doubt, yeah. They're
The
very
same
similar.
person.
They're very similar. They definitely
They're similar. They're similar. I think Brown is better.
Yeah. Me too.
But he said they
Golden
similar.
Tate did a lot.
Yeah,
of
Golden
things
was
that he
good.
did. Well, and Golden Tate was before Amon-Ra St. Brown, but Golden Tate did. Amon-Ra St. Brown doing a lot of things that
I think
Golden.
But then they go back. You said Stafford ain't had nobody.
that's what he said.
I did say he didn't have the same. I said this. He didn't have the same team as.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, he didn't have the same team as
Golf.
Golf had.
Right.
And Stafford would have shined with that team, bro. He would shine with this team that we have.
Okay,
now.
let me ask you this. Do you think Stafford would have audible out of the 5 wide and ran the ball on his 3rd and 2?
Most definitely.
Stafford would have thrown that thing. Any quarterback, you
If he,
giving
got,
that.
if he got Gibbs back there, he's gonna hand that ball off.
Stafford threw that
He
thing.
would have.
Stafford ain't here to hand it off.
Stafford even get on his wheels. Stafford even get on his wheels still to this
Time to move on. Time to move on. Stafford got wheels. Don't he?
I said he get on his wheels and run. That's what I mean. He get on his wheels and run. He ain't scared to run that rock. He did it with the Eagles that
He may not be scared to do it, but he don't do it well.
He got up and said, my whole right side hurt.
Oh, boy. But the thing is, though, you gotta have an athletic quarterback now.
You do.
I'm mad at Lamar because I wanted 4 brothers in the conference finals.
Right.
But you got to have that kind of quarterback now in this NFL.
Right.
But I also
And
said
Josh
that
Allen
LeBron-
plays like that.
Yeah. I was just, like I said, I was just mad because the brother didn't get it. Right. Josh Allen,
Josh
he does his
Allen,
thing.
he did his thing, but I said that when you asked who would win,
But Josh really didn't do anything outrageous. Josh just didn't make no
exploded
mistakes.
through them kicks and made that touchdown, bro.
Yeah.
He exploded through them. He did his thing. Salute to
Yeah,
you,
he
Josh.
played complimentary football. He didn't make no mistakes. He had a 127-yard passing, 20 yards rushing.
And just like the Lions
2 quarterback
defense
sneaks.
didn't touch Jaden Daniels. Didn't touch him.
Well, they hadn't seen nothing like that since the last time they went out to Baltimore. We talked about that too. Lions ain't seen nothing like that.
But I'm saying the Lions have played.
No,
They have played Baltimore at Ford Field, and they had to kick that 63-yard field goal to win.
That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah, 2 years ago. That's what I said. Well, I said, well, not this last time. What last time they went to Baltimore?
Yeah, and they
got ran.
Right, but they was hanging
athletic quarterback.
with Baltimore when they came to the Ford Field, and they only won by what was that 1 point because he kicked a
Kicked the field.
63-yard field goal on us.
Well, I mean,
You know,
so how many players 2 years ago were still on this defense this year?
Oh, totally different.
Totally different. So, like I said, they hadn't seen that.
No, it was something different.
It was totally different.
just like with Jaden Daniels. I mean, 34 years ago, I spoke on this last time. 34 years ago,
1991.
the same team
Yeah.
ran through us like butter. John Riggins had that game, 200 and some yards.
So, with Aaron Glenn going out to the,
Jets.
so you think they're gonna keep Rodgers?
I hope not. I hope not. If AG want to have control of that locker room,
Rodgers, get out of there
gotta
while
go.
you can, man.
Rodgers getting the money.
Man, Rodgers, man, he disappointed.
Now, if I was Aaron, yeah,
Right.
I would stay. I would try to stay. If I was Aaron,
Yeah, exactly.
to reap the benefits.
exactly.
Right, Aaron,
But yeah,
Rodgers, he definitely wants to stay. But do you think? Okay, so part of the conversation with the GM, whoever the hiring entities are over at the Jets, that had to be a conversation.
This dude
I
out
would
here.
hope so.
I
That would
don't
be
want to
mine.
see you on game day.
but the bad part about that though, I would have told the GM, you got to go too. you brought him in. every move you made was terrible. You fired the head coach.
Rodgers disappointed me this year. Your man Russell Wilson disappointed. I hope they play the young kid, man. I hope they play Fields. Give this young man a chance, man. Give him a chance with a team that has a line, that has the running back
To
core.
do what? Because
Justin Fields, what was he, 6-2 or 4? What?
4 and 2,
well,
4-2, and Russell Wilson come in and he was
6 and 6.
okay, so what is Tomlin for the last 6 years?
I'm just saying, Justin Fields didn't get justice from Chicago Bears. They get rid of him to bring in Caleb Williams. And I told Dre that was a bad move from the beginning. You know, I mean, this kid, you don't have nobody around him to even make a play. And the kid was making plays on his own because he's a mobile quarterback. You know,
He was running that ball.
he gave us the flux
But-
every time.
But you know, if you can't beat out Russell Wilson,
Right.
They went with Russell Wilson because of the wisdom and the knowledge that
he was
had.
he was a better player.
He was a better player, man. He was a better player.
The Ruckus don't lie. Numbers don't lie, put it that way.
So do you think they should get rid of Tomlin?
No, they're not going to get rid of Tomlin. No, we stop asking that question now. Tomlin,
He has no trade in his contract. Anyway, but they're not going to fire Tomlin.
No, I don't think they get.
That's not what Pittsburgh do. Pittsburgh get you a coach.
he on the third coach since Chuck Knowles.
Chuck Knowles, right?
Coward.
Bill Cowher, right? Now Mike Tomlin. But yeah, I'm not firing Tomlin. Like I said, Tomlin is so good it hurts him. He'll never be so bad where he can draft a better quarterback.
Right.
You know, he always have his team in contention. You never get them high draft picks.
But I'm saying if don't nobody here or on the East want to play this kid, send him somewhere, man, that he can get some playing time. Send him to Seattle. Seattle needs a quarterback. Yeah, they've been talking about
He
that.
ain't taking Geno's spot.
They've been talking about
No,
that.
Geno ain't going nowhere for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, Geno been balling. Geno was.
They've been talking about that. They've been
Why
talking
don't you
about
bring him here?
who? Geno Smith?
I got a question though. When Goff got hurt, why didn't they go with Hooker?
That's what I'm.
They went with Bridgewater, who was coaching high school football
But Bridgewater
a couple of weeks
came in and
ago.
handled his business.
Yeah, he did, but I just want to
because
know.
Hooker is the number 2 guy.
Yeah, I just want to know, why did you bring somebody off the street that just came out of retirement, was coaching high school football a week ago?
They still saying that Hooker's still learning. That's what they've been saying.
So how can you learn sitting over on the sideline when the opportunity comes? You don't get the opportunity.
And you think about the plays that they called, they ran 1 pass play and 2 running plays. Yeah, that's a good question. I wonder why.
Yeah, when he went down, I was sure Hooker was coming in because I was like,
to run, man.
yeah,
I like to run.
let him run.
Run, Forrest, run, Forrest, run.
See, that right there plays to, okay, like, this guy's been on your team the whole year.
He knows the system.
2 years. Last year he didn't play at all because he was hurt. This year, I felt that they should have gave Hooker a chance.
Every time they got the big leads, they should have went with it. But my thing, like I said though, when Goff went down, I was like, okay, Hooker gonna come in and be service for a few plays. I said, I don't think they'll play Teddy. Teddy just got there last week.
That's right.
But Mobo said some enlightening stuff the other day, man. He was saying about, about the, man, does this all the time.
I'm gonna edit.
Yeah, but Momo was saying
2 hours later.
about what? We was just talking.
Hooker.
2 hours later.
Yeah, right.
We gonna keep it moving.
All right. Hey man, this weekend, man, we got the NFC Championship games and the AFC Championship game. You got Hurts and Daniels, or or should I say, the Eagles versus the Commanders, and then you got the Chiefs versus the Bills. Man, what y'all think about these games coming up?
I think, well, clearly I got the Commanders because Jalen Daniels and the defense. I think we're giving so much credit to Daniels, but you have to look at what the defense done because defense wins championships. I think when we scheme out Saquon,
Okay,
and
yeah, we
then
gotta talk about that.
they're gonna scheme Saquon out. I mean, they have a good offensive line.
Yeah.
And Daniels, he's just going to sit there and he's just going to figure it out. He's going to look at what the defense presents, and then he's going to take what they give him.
And my thing is go ahead, dude.
Okay, cool.
I'm saying it's gonna be hard. This is a different animal. That Jalen Carter and that defensive line, he ain't gonna be able to sit there and figure it out. He gonna have to figure it out on the run. Right. And then the running game, they couldn't stop our running game. And now you're starting to stop Saquon 2,000 yards back with that offensive line they got.
Right.
It's gonna be a different
It's a
beast.
formidable.
On the same hand, though, we can't stop. Can't nobody stop Jaden Daniels. Nobody. I mean, we had the linebacker core, Anzalone. We had Branch. Couldn't nobody stop that guy, man. And those are some of the top tier linebackers and the cornerbacks.
But like I always say though, the defensive line is the one that sets the tone for everybody else. They free them up. My defensive line is putting pressure on this guy, he got to make them quick decisions and all that. Our D-line wasn't getting no pressure on the young man.
No, at all. And you hit the nail on the head. If your D-line is dominant, if your one technique demands a double team, and your 3 technique demands a 1.5, that poses a problem.
Yeah.
Because see, then your linebackers are free to roam and make plays. Like with the Lions, man, if you look at that game, it was basically 1-on-1 up front.
Yeah.
And the guards in the center, they were helping.
Yeah.
Right? But when you have to be allocated, now you gotta take care of this guy with two guys. That's the difference. That's the
But I mean,
difference.
we didn't have, our line didn't have no pressure on Jaden Daniels the
Right.
whole game. No sacks, no pressure.
Even when they blitzed.
Even with the blitz, we couldn't get to him.
So what that says about their line, about the Commanders' line.
Well, what that says more about the Lions
I was about to
defense.
say, you're right. They played against backups.
No, I'm talking about the linebacker core. We had our whole linebacker core.
Right, but I mean, the linebacker core, they had to
With
play.
blitzes. They
Right,
blitz.
but they had the guys to block them, right?
Because they didn't have to double
They didn't have
anybody.
to double. They didn't
The
have to.
Commanders are gonna beat.
Oh, no doubt.
Beat the Eagles, man.
I believe that.
See, I'm gonna go with the running game. I'm gonna go with the Saquon and the Eagles. I love the running game.
That's fair.
Daniels, amazing kid, amazing quarterback. He's done. I mean, it's only been 9 quarterbacks, rookie quarterbacks to do what he's done, and I mean, if he make it to a Super Bowl, that'd be the first.
First in history.
Rookie to go to a Super Bowl,
history.
or to start a Super Bowl. But
sir.
yeah, I think it's going to be a different animal he's facing against Eagles. I mean, they faced him twice this year, and the Eagles' defensive line has really put a lot of pressure on him.
Right. When you think about it too, just another facet to that, he'll be going back to Louisiana.
Say going back home.
Going back home.
Yeah, he got a reason to play. He want to come down there and
That
snow.
snow will be gone. That snow will be gone next week. It's gonna be 60 degrees.
Well, they'll be in the dome anyway. He ain't worried about that snow.
We won't be on Bourbon Street.
Right. He don't want to be there.
You want to be afterwards.
But then who y'all got? Who y'all got between the Chiefs and the Bills?
I see the Bills.
You see the Bills?
Say the Bill. You know what? It's hard to go against the Chiefs.
Yes.
It's hard. So I'm going to take the Chiefs in a very close game because Chris Jones, right, the defensive lineman, I mean, he's a dominant force. Dominant. I mean, you're right. They did. Josh Allen did run the ball in the end zone against the Ravens. But I don't think the Chiefs just are more solid on defense.
Don't forget
The
Cook. Don't forget Cook ran that ball scatters.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's on the Ravens, but I don't think they're going to be able to do that against the Chiefs.
The Chiefs' defense are better.
Right, and who's going to handle Kelsey? Come on, man. This is Kelsey, Mahomes. There's so many different dynamics on the Chiefs team.
And the thing with them, with that difference that I think is going to be in the game, Mahomes, they're not going to turn the ball over.
I take Buffalo for 21-7.
Oh, no,
wow.
They're going to score.
21.
Kelsey is going to have 2 touchdowns himself.
I spoke on Kelsey being number one reception.
So you saying they're only going to have 1 touchdown?
21-7.
So
That's my prediction.
Oh man, that's incredible, bro. So you saying the Buffalo Bills defense is going to shut
Von
down?
Miller, them boys gonna do their thing.
I didn't even know Von Miller was still playing. Did he make any plays?
He picked up that fumble.
Okay, right.
Yeah, he
okay,
picked up the
right, all
fumble.
right, all right.
But yeah, I don't see that, Dolly. But I feel, But I can't go against Mahomes, man.
Like I said, the Ravens was gonna beat the Ravens was gonna get beat by Buffalo. Both of you cats said, man, I don't know. Lamar Jackson? Yeah, Lamar Jackson.
Turnovers, then drop passes.
and
No
then-
excuses, no excuses.
Nah,
They
ain't no
just flat out
excuses.
lost.
Well, I mean, they
Turnovers. I mean, that ain't no excuse. That's part of the game.
part of the game, and they didn't play their game.
True that.
Give your man Henry 16 carries for 83 yards.
That's a good average.
Right, and that's
Why you not feeding him?
4 carries a quarter?
Yeah, you got to feed
This
that
man
beast.
breaks out the fourth quarter. He breaks out at least 4-5 times.
But then they was behind in the fourth because they hadn't been running. Now you got to pass.
You gotta pass.
So yeah,
took
And the man
themselves
dropped
out.
the pass in the end zone, the two-point
conversion. Yeah,
overtime.
Andrews. It was a combination of things, but yeah, they put themselves in that predicament with the turnovers. Lamar, bad interception. You've been on point all year. I don't know what that was going.
Every year.
And
goof up.
the fumble. That's Lamar being Lamar. He was trying to make a play. That's what he's been doing his whole career, making plays. So I really didn't fault him for that. I know the ball is hard and slippery at that point in that weather, but trying to make a play, that's what he does. Bad snap.
Right.
He picked it up and he tried to make a play and got out his hand. So the fumble really didn't bother me, but that pass.
That was horrible.
Yeah, I was like, who was that to?
Jared Goff. I said it was Jared.
I said, put some blackface on. Put Jared out there in blackface. That was terrible, man. That was terrible. But yeah, but Buffalo took advantage. They played complimentary football. They didn't put the ball in harm's way, and they won the game.
I mean, and don't get me wrong. I mean, the Ravens, I love the Ravens, but it seems like because that's why I wasn't gonna had a womp face this year. Last year, Lamar went out of his game. He didn't play his game. This year, it seemed, well, he played his game this year.
No, he didn't.
It's not his game. It's their game plan that they get away from in the playoffs. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The team game, that they blame Lamar for doing what he had to do because they didn't put. I mean, why not stick that ball in Derrick Henry belly, put it out and run?
But he tried to do that. He tried to fumble. Yeah.
No, when he fumbled, it was a bad snap. He picked it up. My man grabbed him. He trying to get out my man grasp and dropped it. Yeah, they did not run one RPO.
So what that really boils down to is coaching.
Yeah,
Lamar didn't come out there and just change the game plan and play traditional handoff, drop back pass. No RPOs.
Yeah, it was a total. It was not the Ravens.
Right.
What I've been watching all year. The week before, on the first drive, Lamar stuck it in and pulled it out about 5 times.
Right.
Now you get in this game, you don't do it not once.
That's coaching, bro. That's coaching. So that's that. And I think Lamar is getting blamed for his performance,
but sometimes when that happens,
yeah, you the quarterback though. You get that.
You got the choice to either hand it to
no,
him.
they never did it.
Right, but you got to put that play in. You got to call those plays.
You got to put that play in the game plan for him to run. It wasn't even the game plan.
No design runs. Terrible. Use what got you there.
That's right.
The Ravens
Those
ain't
legs.
the same Ravens as they was with Ray Lewis.
Oh no, it'll never be that.
No.
That Ray Lewis all time? No. There would be Ed Reed. Oh,
That's what I love.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Ed
sir.
Reed will put a hit on you that's so scandalous.
Hey man, so speaking of Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, these one great players, I just want to know. I know we talked about it a little bit on a podcast the other day about can one player make a difference, change a team or anything like that. We call it the ultimate team sport. And when it comes down to it, can one player turn it around?
Yes. Yeah, I believe now, I don't believe one player can win a game by itself for 60 minutes, right? Just straight through, because there's so many different, you got special teams, you got offense, you got defense, you got play calling. But I believe, you just look no further than Jaden Daniels this year. Last year, the Redskins were 4-13.
Mm-hmm.
This year, they were 12-5.
Yes.
So I'm sure they brought
He's the only difference.
He's the only difference. I mean, they may have brought in a few more players, but what I think it is, to answer your question, yes, it's very possible. You take Scottie Pippen. Right? You got one player can make a difference, right?
Yeah.
Straight up.
What do you think, Doty?
Playing football, no. I don't think one player. A player like, okay, you said make a difference.
Change the
whole
team.
Format. No, one player can. I mean, and that's going to say from a linebacker, from a running back to a quarterback. No, one player can't, because it's a team sport. Every man got to play every man.
Well, we understand it's a team sport.
Right, but define difference, what you're talking about then. Because a difference is the reason why you have ones on defense, ones on offense, twos on defense, and twos on offense. Right? That it's just the level of, the talent difference.
But still, one person can't win a game.
No, what I'm saying, okay, so what I'm asking, my question is, define difference.
Right. It does, can one
One player
person make a bad team good? That's what it comes down to. Not win a game. Can he make a bad team good?
Right, right.
Like Momo said. listen, Momo said they brought in other players, and they did. They brought in players this year.
No, they
Brought
not
in a new coach.
That might have been role players, but the starters are pretty much the same
Same,
starters
right.
as they had last year.
But you got to look at the receiving core. They didn't
Same receivers.
They didn't have Jay Daniels last year.
Right, but they had the same receivers.
Exactly. Able to get the ball to them out there. But the defense also stepped up this year and played like champions.
Well, let me ask you,
Not all year now. That defense has been he's been carrying that team.
I mean,
that's right.
it's only, defense won championships.
Okay, let me ask you. So, can one player not make a difference? Like, what if
If
Scotty
he get hurt.
Right. Can he not make a difference?
Well, that showed with the Lions this year.
How?
Hutchinson. Defense went down the toilet.
Okay.
He was a Tasmanian devil.
So if they
All year until he got hurt.
So if they put him in the game,
Does he make a difference?
Does he make a
Does he
difference?
change it?
Okay.
There, you asked no question. Then you with us there. You agreed. that one player can make a difference in a team. Don't turn a bad team to a good team. I mean, the Broncos was okay with Tebow. They were outstanding with Peyton.
Tebow was trash.
Right.
Trash.
But then you replaced him with Peyton. Best offense you ever seen in your life.
definitely.
Now,
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay was
Now-
just
Brady, right?
Brady went down there, boom, lights on.
but they came with other people too.
Who did?
Other people, you got Antonio Brown come.
They came later now. They came the second year.
Okay. But they didn't win the Super Bowl the first year.
Yeah, he won it the first year.
Right.
Okay. Now, that also go to say the Lions got 22 free agents.
Yeah.
22 of them.
Get them together, Brad. Do your thing. Go ahead.
Right.
Who you think gonna stay and who you think? Well, I know McNeil gonna stay. He just got his contract.
That's right. Oh, yeah, he ain't no free agent.
So, out of all these other free agents, how many do you think gonna stay?
I'm going to tell you like this, though, I have no idea. And Brad, I trust.
That's right. We're gonna get a T-shirt. But let me ask you this though. Now, do you think J-Mo is gonna be a free agent? I think it's next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
So do you think they're gonna bring him back? Do you think they're gonna pay him his money?
Yeah, I think they get Jay Moore's money.
I would at this point, unless he does something.
Right. As long as I would have one clause in the contract.
No more knucklehead
You
stuff.
cannot be copping weed on the east side of Detroit. I do not want to see none of that.
No more knucklehead stuff,
No
sir.
more of that. None of that, man. I would pay the man his money.
I mean, he made a pitch when they won that one game against San Francisco. He made a pitch. He made his own pitch. I need that bread.
I agree. We pay the man. I mean, because right
He's
now,
outstanding. He's outstanding.
his talent far exceeds the money they're paying.
He's no quarterback.
No.
I don't want to see that on game day.
And that's not his fault. That's
Sort of is, because I'm 100% sure that play says if they're not open, don't throw it.
Did you see Randall L. from IU talking to him when he was coming off the field? He was like, man, J-Mo was like,
I know that's in the play. It should be wide open. But if it's not, don't throw it.
throw it away.
So I know that was in there. I know.
But
without a doubt,
the throw when he threw it.
was in. Right, exactly.
Yeah, he was-
That's why if it's wide open, throw it. But if it's three defenders,
And he threw it straight to him soft.
Right, he was doing his best Jared Goff impression.
oh my goodness! Shots fired. And the timing to throw it was terrible. Like I said, you ran that trick play, but I didn't mind running the trick play, but the execution, if it's not there, don't throw it. I mean, that got to be drilled into this young man's head.
Right.
And if it's you have any thought that he would do it, You wasn't supposed to run.
And here's the thing, do you think they told him that before they ran the play?
They had to. They had to. That's what I'm saying. They had to tell him, don't you do this.
If y'all would have watched J-Mo when he was coming to the bench, him and Amon-Ra St. Brown, I think it was after Amon-Ra made that touchdown. It was like J-Mo was kind of in his feelings a little bit when Amon-Ra sat down in between my man and almost fell over. J-Mo jumped up and walked away.
Oh, yeah?
Should have been.
No, that was
No, he's
after
talking about
Amon-Ra
he said
St. Brown
earlier.
made the touchdown.
Said didn't look too,
Oh, okay, that's what
didn't
you
look
said.
too much like a supportive teammate.
Right.
Huh?
Exactly.
Well, I mean, you obviously
I didn't see that.
He's selfish. I mean, you got. I mean, you got.
And
Not
they
good
said,
mindset.
Dan Campbell said that. Dan Campbell said that, you know, he's growing into his person now.
Right.
You know, he's not, you know, because it's like he used to be self-centered and been to himself. Didn't communicate with the team.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah.
Communicate with them niggas from the east side, right?
Right. He communicated with his bookie.
Where you want me to meet you at? But yeah, man, I think.
Hey, J-Mo, man, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna just
side,
trust
man.
Brad, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
just trust
yeah,
Brad.
trust Brad,
I think
Brad.
he's built a winner, so he's proven he can do it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna trust it.
So what do you do with? What is your season-ending interview with Dan Campbell? What do you say to him after this year?
Dag nabbit, you got another year, Dan. Get it right. I'm still riding with Dan. Like I said, the mindset that he's put into Detroit football is just different. It's more of what the city is about. We're grinding. We're hard nosed. I mean, blue collar. We work hard. And the other coaches that we've had really didn't embody the city.
We didn't have none but winning seasons with Dan, except the first
First one, right.
He was 3 and
He built and like it grew.
every year.
So,
I mean, I stick with him.
So what are your critiques? Where do you say, hey man, I don't want to see this? I mean, because you know you have your. I don't want to see this next year.
Fourth down and stuff, we're not gonna leave points on the field no more. You leave a point on the field, you
Don't
leave
change.
that
Don't
down.
change who you are, Dan.
You leave a point on that field. I don't want to see that on there.
Now, I would say you're gonna have to modify the way that you substitute your players. If you're up by 20, 30
Yeah, give Hooker some time.
yeah, put the second team in, man.
Right.
Put the second,
Exactly.
because we would not be in this position right now had he had showed a little bit of mercy, not beating the people down, trying to
Tennessee
Right.
Titans.
trying to beat them, everybody in the ground, man.
Don't stomp them in the ground.
Leave no doubt.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and there's no doubt right now. There's no
We
doubt.
on the side looking in.
Right, they would be on the couch.
We in the window like this, following it up.
No, I do. Like I said, though, I agree with you that okay, when you got them big leagues, get Hooker some reps,
Right.
see what he can do on the field. Yeah, that's a critique that I could go with, but
Even in the preseason.
yeah, but Doley said don't go for on fourth down. I don't change who you are, man.
Don't leave no points on the field. Bro.
But look, I mean, his strategy has changed the way other coaches play against him.
That's right, because that's what Washington did.
Yes, they would not kick that ball because they know if they kick it.
Washington did that against Tampa Bay.
Right, but I'm saying, you know where that started at though, right?
Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. And you're right, but
Minnesota the week before.
Right.
But don't do it if you down in our red zone and you choose to go for it and don't make it. You done left 3 on the field.
Trust your defense.
We done left we in San Francisco game we left 9 on the field.
Yeah.
And we would have won that game still with all the foul-ups we had.
Yeah.
We would have still.
It was a community, you know, it was a accumulation of things. Like I said, if that happened, if this happened, if
My wife and
it
children.
all
My
adds
wife
up.
and children, Dre. You gonna have me?
No, I'm with you. I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying, yeah, with everything that was going on, one thing compounded on another, and yeah, it mean we lost. If they would have took out one of those things, we would have won.
See,
if we would have took out the going for it on the fourth down,
that's when I
or if
said-
we would have took out the.
I said you can't be on both sides.
Which I'm telling you what it is.
Right.
It takes all these mistakes to lose that we lost.
You right.
If you take out one of those mistakes, I believe we win.
Yeah, you run the ball.
We win.
Well, what you do is don't open up my heart. No.
So I'm just saying, so if we run the ball, we win. If we we pass the ball, but we don't go for it on them fourth downs, we win. That's what I'm saying. If we take out one of those mistakes, we win.
Question for you. I asked Momo the other day. You think the 2 weeks hurt us?
Yes,
I do.
I think the offense came out rusty. I mean, the first drive showed me everything. 3 and out.
Yeah.
I mean, that was horrible. Golf looked rusty. He finally settled down, but it was.
Until he's tried to make a tackle off this interception.
Well, you know, I mean,
Now when it
that
happened,
knocked the cobweb.
yeah, he never was right after. I know he was concussed. I don't care what nobody say. They put him back out there, but they was talking. I even heard the announcement that he shouldn't. If you go to make a tackle and somebody blocks you, if your head hit, it hits. I mean, because they hit heads all day long on that offensive line.
That's right.
So if you take your happy tail over there and try to tackle somebody, and somebody come and block you and knock you off, it is what it is. Because you're a quarterback does not give you the right to run over there, and they supposed to let you tackle nobody.
You better trot off that field. I want you off that field all game.
or stand there or lay down or whatever. If you run over there to attempt to make a tackle, you're a football player then. You're not a quarterback anymore.
Now Momo said this against Texans and Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
How many times did they cheat in that game?
I just say they cheated.
No.
Plenty of times.
Bad calls.
Bad calls, no calls on the number 74, the offensive lineman was getting the jump. He was lining up in the backfield, which is illegal procedure. They didn't call that not once. Pat Mahomes, the hit on Will, the call on Will, terrible.
Yeah, they hit each other.
No, the first one, when he hit him on the shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
And they talking about hit him in the head.
Yeah.
Terrible
but
call.
But the time when he slid down.
Yeah. And Pat,
at that moment.
Pat did it twice.
Twice at the last minute. And these dudes was already in motion, but they did not hit him. They both hit
each other over Pat.
Yes.
That was horrible. But I'm honestly say, even though I hated the calls, I don't think they would have won the game if the ref wouldn't have made them. Only one of them, that first call was 3rd and 8, gave them a first down. So that I'm saying, even though the refs was giving them bogus calls, I don't think that won them the game. I think Kansas City was just a better team.
Yeah, I think they were just.
But the calls was horrible. Don't get me wrong.
We will see this one.
And like I said, my man, I can't even think of the kid name. 74, the offensive line, the right tackle.
We talk about him all.
Lines up in the backfield every play. That's illegal procedure. He starts early. That's false start. And it seemed like they'll call it once or twice, and then they get tired of it.
They let it go every time.
I mean, and he's been doing it for 2 years.
2 years.
And like I said, they'll call it, and then they'll be like, he ain't gonna stop.
Right.
Call it every time.
Right. If it's against the rules, against the rules. I don't care how many times he does it, it's against the rules.
He'll stop then.
And they sit his butt on the bench or cut him, he'll stop.
right.
You ain't
I
got
think
a choice.
you can equate it to like carrying in basketball, right? Remember back in the day, you had to be on top
of the ball, yes.
But now you can cuff it.
Yeah, turn it over and everything.
That's them refs said that's when they got at Allen Iverson, because Allen Iverson
He was using that to his advantage.
and
John Morant. Man, John Morant pick the ball up, walk to the concession stand, give a snack, come back, bounce it, then dunk.
Beautiful. But yeah, I do agree with Bo though. Those were some head scratching calls.
They were.
And then to make that so bad, what makes me mad and angry is the next day when the NFL comes out and say those was the correct calls. So other words, y'all trying to tell me I didn't see what I'm seeing.
Right.
I didn't see the replay and did not see a head hit. I didn't see a replay and did not see them jump over
When
Mahomes.
they talk to the guy, the ref, you know how they had a ref
Yeah.
on standby. Those are bad calls. That's what the ref
Right,
said.
but I'm saying the next day, you know, damage control, the NFL, the head official, yeah. Oh no, those was the correct calls. They're trying to tell me I didn't see what I saw. I mean, don't lie, don't piss on my feet and tell me it's raining.
Nigga.
It is what it is. I mean, we see the bad call. All you gotta say, oh yeah, they're gonna have to do
messed
better.
up, yeah.
I mean, I can respect that.
That's what my man said. They bring in. He said they're gonna have to do better. They're gonna have to do better because that was not a that was not a contact.
I mean, terrible calls. Hey man, hope y'all enjoyed the show.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, I had a ball today.
Yes, sir.
Straight up.
We missed him last time, but he was here all day.
Yeah, enjoyed the show too, fellas. I want to let y'all know, enjoyed it. Awesome job.
great, man.
Awesome
Yes,
job.
sir.
My man Pone, producer, doing his thing.
Super
Hey man, we just want to say thank y'all. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hey man, we trying to blow this thing up, man.
Yes, sir.
We need y'all.
On both pages.
Yes, sir.
Both
Yes,
pages.
sir.
Momo got to get him a page, and we have all 3 pages.
Hit y'all from everywhere.
Everybody see it.
We
and
need
we
y'all.
get them views, baby.
Partner interruption, man, this ain't the first take. We ain't drink champs, so no nightcaps in the first place. Keep your bar stooped, Dre and Dolly up and at 'em, this ain't the odd couple. But on the double, they get at 'em from the hood, call your own files, but only if you bleeding. Climbing chimneys for all the smoke, this coming this evening. That's just a couple shows that my dogs competing with. We go back like the hairline